Hi, Ania here with another weekly video. And this weekend I'm coming to you from Harbin Hot Springs. I was soaking up in the hot springs, relaxing, and staying in these little alien pods, the domes, which are super cool. And there's a lot of relationship stuff coming up this week. And so I want to talk about masculine and feminine archetypal energies and how to be able to be aware of those in your relationships so that you can move into an upward spiral of appreciation instead of a downward spiral of having your core wounds kind of fighting against the other person's core wounds. And so the one key core wound for the feminine is the fear of being too much. And the converse core wound for the masculine is fear of not being enough. And kind of like the typical scenario where you might find these core wounds clashing is when a woman is being really, really emotional and her male partner is not really understanding her or like getting overwhelmed by all of that emotion coming at him. And so he might want to try to be really rational or minimize that or like want an explanation, and she might start to feel even more overwhelmed and frustrating. She might start to criticize him and be like, why are you so stupid? Why don't you get it? That kind of thing. So it's like women can kind of easily go into that critical place, and men can go into that like overwhelmed place and just being like, why can't she think like I do? Like why can't she just be really logical? Like I don't understand. And so it's like when you go into that dynamic, when the woman criticizes, that's totally going to push right into the masculine core wound of not being enough. And when the man like can't really be present to just be present to the spectrum of her emotions, that's going to push into her core wound of like, oh my God, I'm too much. Like I'm too much. He can't even stay connected with me when I'm just having waves of feeling. And so the way to work with this is to just like understand and appreciate your differences, because it's like there's this polarity here. There's this masculine feminine polarity, and it creates a lot of like alchemy and chemistry and excitement and balancing each other out. And so you can appreciate like, okay, this is like my partner is different from me. So if I was the masculine partner in the relationship, I would want to be really validating my feminine partner's emotional experience and really just like holding her and giving her a lot of space, not trying to like seek for explanations or fix anything, but just be spacious and present. And if I'm the feminine partner in a dynamic, then I want to be appreciating my masculine partner. I want to be receiving his gifts. I don't want to be criticizing, which is gonna make him feel small, but I want to be like appreciating like whatever love is coming at me. And then like if I'm appreciating the ways that he is being present, I can like pull that aspect out of him. Like it's going to be easier for him to give me what I want. It's just like more of that presence when I can appreciate what he's doing right. And then then he's giving me more of what I want, and then I get to feel like I'm getting held, and I'm feeling like my emotions aren't too much, and and then he's feeling like he's enough and he's doing like a great job just like showing up for his partner. And so there's this way that you can see like in that kind of typical kind of like common fight scenario, you can turn this around into something that builds connection rather than being annoyed that your partner doesn't think or experience the world exactly like you do, and then they must be doing something wrong, or they must be stupid, or there must be something like malfunctioning about them. And so just be sensitive, like for women or for whoever partner is holding the feminine role, which sometimes is not women. I try being sensitive to helping your partner feel like they're enough. And for men or whatever partner is holding the masculine role at that time, go ahead and work on creating a feeling in yourself of helping your partner to not feel like they're too much, like helping them to feel like everything that they're experiencing is perfectly valid. Okay, so please try this at home, and if you're ever at Harbin, I highly recommend the little alien pods called the domes. Alright, bye.